Any smoke signals for me, Kath?
Smoke signal?
Oh.
No, Patty, just this letter from Father.
Oh, where is he this week?
He's in Rome. He says a friend of his is coming to the States and he's going to look me up. A Mr. Honoré.
Crazy. We'll paint the old town red for him.
Cathy, think this dress will be okay for Saturday night?
Richard lost his head and invited me to the theater.
Oh, I think it looks fine.
You know, I haven't seen Richard in a whole week. Monday night he broke his date with me because he had a toothache, and Wednesday night he broke his date with me because he had to help his father with something. And there he is. I'll get it. Hi, Rich. We were just talking about you.
Were you?
Uh-huh. Come on in.
Hi, Cathy.
Hello, Richard. Richard, are you gaining weight?
Of course not. Why should I be gaining weight?
He's as thin as a rail. Hey, you want some peanut brittle? We just got it.
No, thanks.
Oh, I know. I'll fix you one of my great bacon and egg sandwiches.
Oh, thanks anyway, but I don't want to spoil my dinner.
Wait. Still have that toothache?
What toothache? Oh, that toothache. No, I feel fine. I came over to tell you I can't take you out Saturday night.
Oh, I thought we had a date to go to the theater.
We did, but my Aunt Mabel came to town before the weekend, and I have to be with her. It's gonna be a terrible drag. She's got the personality of a barracuda. But there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, sorry.
That's okay, Rich. We'll do something next week.
Sure. I knew you'd be a good sport about it. As soon as my Aunt Mary leaves, I'll give you a call.
Richard, I thought you said her name was Mabel.
I did? Oh, I mean, it is Mabel. We call her Mary. It's kind of a nickname. Well, I guess I'll be running along. I'll see you later. Bye, Cathy. So long, Patty.
Bye, Rich. If I didn't know I was irresistible, I'd swear there's another woman. I'm sure there isn't, Patty. Richard adores you.
Hello? Oh, hi, Gloria. My black dress? Yeah, I guess you can borrow it. Well, I had a date Saturday night, but it was canceled because of Aunts Mary and Mabel. Oh, you have a heavy date, huh? With who?
Meet Cathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Cathy's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day. Where Cathy adores a minuet, the ballet russe, and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet, still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
I never want to see Richard Harrison again as long as I live.
Well, the way things are going, your chances look pretty good.
Patty, are you sure you didn't misunderstand? It's not like Richard to lie.
Believe me, Mamo, I caught him red-handed. His Aunt Mabel is Gloria, the original cleaning vine.
Did you give Richard a chance to explain?
There's nothing to explain, Papa. He goes out with other girls every once in a while, and I go out with other boys every once in a while. But we never break dates with each other to do it.
Patty, I'm sure Richard has a good reason.
Kathy, don't try to cheer me up. I like being miserable. Oh, I'd like to give him back his pin, his ring, everything he's ever given me.
Why don't you?
He's never given me anything.
Well, what difference does it make? I thought you weren't interested in him anymore.
I'm not. That's Richard. Do I look all right? Oh, I'm a mess.
Well, I think someone should answer the door.
No. Don't anybody let him in.
I'll send him away.
No. I think you should make up your mind. I'll go send him away.
Can I watch?
No. You can all come into the kitchen and help me do the dishes.
Now, how do you ever expect me to learn about life if I can't watch the interesting parts?
Hello, Peter. Oh. Hi, Rich.
Hi, who is Peter?
Oh, just a friend.
I came to explain about Saturday night.
Oh, that's okay, Rich. You don't have to explain. Really, I understand. You have to help your father take care of your Aunt Mary Mabel, who has a toothache.
What are you talking about?
Gloria called and told me she had a date with you Saturday night.
She did? Boy, I sure can't trust women.
Can't trust women.
She shouldn't have done that.
Oh, but it's all right for you to keep breaking dates with me and lie about it.
I'm sorry, Patty, but I can't help it.
Rich, is Gloria so irresistible that you couldn't wait to see her on a night when we didn't have a date?
Gloria? Irresistible?
Well, isn't she?
Patty, I don't even like her.
You don't like her, but you keep breaking dates with me to go out with her.
That's right.
What'd you do, lose an election bet?
Patty, she's not nearly as nice as you. She's not as smart as you. She's not as pretty as you. And she's not as much fun as you.
What has she got?
Something I can't resist. I'm hooked.
On what?
Her cooking.
Her cooking?
Gloria is probably the greatest cook that ever lived.
Richard, you've got to be kidding. Gloria can't even boil water.
Maybe she couldn't last year, but when she went to France with her folks this summer, she went to cooking school at Cordon Bleu. She's been cooking me banquets every night, and I mean banquets.
And that's why you gave up my bacon and egg sandwiches.
And tonight she's making me roast pig Maxines with petit pois, glazed peaches, baked Alaska, and I better run along. I don't want to be late. Goodbye, Patty.
Goodbye, Rich.
Did you throw him out?
Is everything all right?
Did you give him a chance to explain? Oh, he explained all right. I have got a rival. His stomach. His stomach? Mama, when did you first learn to cook?
Not until I married your father.
She could prepare any dish 7 different ways. Badly burnt, medium burnt, scorched.
You never complained.
I didn't marry you for your cooking.
But cooking is important to a man, isn't it?
Well, I think every girl should know how to cook.
Will you teach me how, Mama?
Well, of course, darling. You can help prepare dinner tonight.
Great. I'll have him crawling back to me in no time. What are we having for dinner tonight? I'll make Gloria look like nothing.
Hot roast and mashed potatoes.
Patty, are you all right? Oh, sure, I'm fine. It's just that a woman feels like such a fool wasting the best years of her life on a man who doesn't even appreciate her. I'm sure it'll all work out fine. No, it won't. I lost old Glutton Head to the Cordon Bleu. What is the Cordon Bleu, anyway? It's a famous cooking school in Paris. I took a course there once when Father and I lived there. Cathy? Did you say you took a course there? Yes, it's really an excellent school. Did they teach you how to make lobster bisque? And baby veal cutlets with a cream sauce? And a pomme souffle? Mm-hmm. That was our first course. What about baked Alaska? We had that for part of our graduation examination. Cathy, you've just saved my whole romantic life. Because I went to the Cordon Bleu? That's right. You see, the reason Richard is after Gloria is that he's hooked on her cooking. And now I can beat her in her own game. Will you help me? Of course, Patty. I'd love to teach you how to cook. Who said anything about teaching me to cook? Cathy, it took you a year to learn. I've got to have Richard back in the fold by tomorrow night. Tomorrow night? Yeah. Look, I'll invite him over here tomorrow, and I'm going to prepare the greatest dinner this side of Maxime's. Patty, if you're thinking what I think you're thinking... Oh, please, Cathy, I'll never ask you for another favor as long as I live. All you have to do is prepare one of your fabulous dinners. And let you tell Richard that you cooked it. That's right. He'll never look at Gloria again.
Patty, I'd like to help you out, really, but...
Cathy, if you don't do it, I'll lose him. Believe me, the only way to Richard's heart is through the hole in his head.
Will you do it? Well, the kind of dinner I have in mind would be very expensive.
I don't care about the expense. This is all-out war.
Hi, Patty. Hi, Cathy. Gentlemen.
Hi, Rich.
Hello, Richard.
I'll pull up a chair and have a soda.
Well, I'll pull up a chair, but I won't have anything. I never eat in the afternoons anymore.
Oh. Rich, I thought maybe if you were free tomorrow night, you'd like to come over to my house for dinner.
Well, thanks, Patty, but I have promised Gloria...
My mother and father are going out, and I thought maybe I'd cook myself.
I definitely promised Gloria I'd...
Oh, well, it's not going to be anything special. I just thought maybe for an appetizer we'd have fantasy de fruits de mer, and then Canneton bigarade. Yeah, bigarade.
What's that?
It's tender young duckling with riz sauvage ménagère.
Riz sauvage...
Wild rice. And then I thought we'd have endive braisée flamande, and then maybe for dessert some crepe Suzettes.
You can make crepe Suzette? Gloria can't even do that.
Well, I guess it does take a certain knack.
I know that Cathy is supposed to be a great French cook, but
Well, Patty's cooking tastes a lot like mine.
Yeah. Gee, it's too bad about your date with Gloria tomorrow night.
Well, I could tell her that my Uncle Henry came into town.
Why don't you do that?
Crepe Suzette.
Boy, it sure takes a lot of stuff, doesn't it? I used up my allowance for the next 6 months. It's all gonna be worth it.
Patty, are you certain that you want both baked Alaska and crepe Suzette for dessert?
Uh-huh. I figure as long as we're going out for the big fish, we may as well use plenty of bait. I hope you know what you're doing. Hey, you didn't flunk any of those courses, did you?
I'll have you know I received the gold star.
No kidding. Do you know how lucky I am to have you? The gold star at the cordon bleu. That's bleu. What time is Richard coming? I told him to come at 7 o'clock.
Oh, then I'd better start the sauces now. That'll only give me about 4 hours.
You mean it takes 4 hours to cook one of these dinners? Some of them take 4 days. That's the fish calling up to find out what time the bait is being served. Hello? Oh, no, it isn't. Hold on a minute. Mr. Honore.
Oh, that's Father's friend.
And
Thank you, Patty.
hello, Mr. Honore. Yes, Father wrote me you were coming.
How is he?
Good. He did? Thank you.
Oh, yes, I want to talk about him very much.
Why don't you invite him for dinner tonight? I don't mind cooking for one more.
Monsieur Honore, would you like to join us for dinner tonight? Oh, you are? What time? Oh, I see.
It's all right if he's late. I'll let my sauces cook a little longer.
Oh, yes, I'm very anxious to get together with you. But I'm afraid I can't right now. You see, I'm doing something for someone.
I'll say you are.
Oh, yes, I understand. If that's the only time. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Thank you. Au revoir.
What was all that about?
Patty, Monsieur Honore is catching a plane at 7 o'clock for India. I have to go to the airport to have dinner with him.
Cathy, you can't do that. I'm catching Richard at 7 o'clock.
I know, Patty. I'm terribly sorry. But this is the only chance I'll have to see him, and Father insisted that I meet him.
Yeah, but your father didn't know there was going to be a crisis in my life. Oh, Cathy, if you walk out on me now, I'm ruined.
I'm really sorry, Patty. But this is one of Father's closest friends. I have no choice.
But what about my Canneton by you, whatever it is. Please, Cathy. Hello, is this ready frozen food delivery? How long would it take you to deliver a dinner? Oh, that's great. Okay, would you deliver me 2 orders of Fantasy de Fruits de Mer and 2 orders of Canton Bigarade and a large baked Alaska. Hello? Hello? Peasant. Hello? Is this the French omelette? This is the French Gourmet Society. We have chosen your restaurant to prepare us a dinner. We would like a fantastic French dinner. Something that will knock someone's eyes out. What would you suggest? Oui? Oui. Oh, that sounds marvelous. I will send my secretary to pick it up. At what time can it be ready? Thursday? Thanks anyway.
Hi, sis. What's cooking?
Me.
What are you building?
A gallows. I was trying to impress Richard.
Why would you have to impress him? He's lucky to have you.
Thanks, Ross. But he suddenly flipped for French food. And guess who cooks it? Gloria.
Uh-oh.
I guess I'm gonna have to find you another brother-in-law.
Hey, wait a minute. I've got an idea.
Yeah? What's that?
Cathy's a great cook. Why don't you ask her to...
Good thinking. I tried it.
Oh. Okay. All you have to do is call one of those frozen food places that delivers... and...
Tried it.
What about calling a French restaurant and asking them to...
You really are a chip off the old block, aren't you? Hello? Oh, hi, Rich. I was just talking about you. Rich, about dinner tonight. You haven't eaten anything all day because you're looking forward to my Fantasy de Fruits de Mer and my Canton Bigarade and my French test.
Boy, I really underestimated you, Patty. You're full of surprises.
Rich, has it ever occurred to you that there are more important things in life than eating?
Yeah? Name one. Gloria tried to get me to break my date with you tonight. She tried to tempt me with profiteroles. But I told her I was holding out for your crepe Suzettes.
Oh, bully for you.
She claims you can't cook.
Oh, she does she? Oh, what does she know?
Nothing. That's why I'm going to see you at 7 o'clock. And have plenty to eat. I'm bringing my appetite. Goodbye, Patty.
I make great peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, sis.
Thanks, Ross. But to a gourmet, that's nothing.
What's a gourmet?
A glutton with a fancy appetite. You wouldn't have any other ideas, would you?
Yeah. Find me a brother-in-law who likes hamburgers.
That's it.
What'd I say?
The magic word. Look, I may not know how to cook, but I can certainly make hamburgers. I'll just tell Richard I think he's gaining too much weight, and I thought I'd make him a plain old hamburger dinner. At least I'll still be in the ballgame. Will you help me clean up this mess?
Sure.
Here.
Oh, I'm so happy I was able to see you, Cathy.
So am I, monsieur.
Your father's exact words to me were, I want you to see Cathy in person and tell me exactly what she looks like. If she's too thin or too pale. Well, you know what fathers are like.
Yes.
He tells me that you are flying over there to see him this summer.
As soon as school is out. I'm hoping to take Patty with me.
Oh, your father speaks of Patty a great deal. Apparently, she's what you call a character, happy and carefree.
Well, she used to be.
I don't understand.
Oh, I've gotten Patty into terrible trouble.
What?
She's home now cooking a gourmet dinner for her boyfriend, Richard.
Patty is a gourmet cook?
No, Patty isn't any kind of a cook.
And yet she's cooking a gourmet dinner for this Richard?
Not exactly.
You see, I was supposed to cook it.
Oh, and she was going to impress him by saying she cooked it.
Yes.
Well, as a Frenchman, I would feel a deep responsibility if in any way I hurt a romance.
It isn't your fault, monsieur.
Yes, in a way it is. I think I owe Patty and her friend a dinner, but we must be very resourceful. What was she going to serve?
Oh, there it is. Ross, will you keep an eye on the hamburgers for me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Boy, I wouldn't be a woman for anything.
Hi, Patty.
Hi, Rich.
Something sure smells good. What is it, Canton Bigarade? Huh?
Well,
It even smells better from here.
I'm glad you feel that way about it, Rich, because the truth of the matter is...
Sure had me fooled.
I did?
Yeah. I thought the only thing you could cook was those crummy hamburgers of yours.
Those crummy hamburgers of mine?
Yeah, Gloria tried to tell me that's what you're going to feed me tonight. You sure got a laugh on her.
Yeah.
What time are we going to eat?
Would, 12 o'clock be too late?
Can I help you?
I'm sorry to be so late. Everything had to be cooked to order. You know? Fantaisie de fruits de mer, Canton Bigarade, riz sauvage ménagère, and the crêpe Suzette. Monsieur Honoré and the restaurant voisin wish you a very pleasant dinner. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Richard, I have a confession to make.
Couldn't you make it after dinner? I'm getting kind of hungry. I didn't even eat breakfast.
No, Richard, it can't wait till after dinner. You see, what Gloria said about me...
You don't have to worry about Gloria.
Yes, I do, Rich. You see, what she said is absolutely...
Patty, I don't want to rush you, but if you don't sit down to dinner soon, that duck is going to get cold, the baked Alaska is going to melt, and your crepe Suzettes will be ruined.
Oh, boy. What are we waiting for? Oh, let's eat.
Yeah. You know something, Rich?
What?
Somebody up there likes me. Oh, hi, Gloria.
Hi, Patty.
Gee, it's too bad you couldn't join Rich and me for dinner last night.
Oh, he told me all about it.
Oh, did he? It really wasn't much. Next time I should go into something more complicated.
Well, I'd love to be there when you do. I have a feeling you got away with something this time. But what are you going to do for an encore? Well, bye, darling.
Hi, Rich.
Hi, Patty.
Something wrong?
I've got kind of a confession to make.
You have a confession to make?
Yeah, it's about that dinner we had last night.
You mean you didn't like it?
Oh, I loved it. But to tell the truth, I've been eating too much rich food lately. And the whole thing's making me kind of sick.
You mean you don't like rich food anymore?
Oh, don't even mention it.
Well, Rich, I guess I'll just have to find somebody else to cook for.
What do you mean?
Well, a great talent like mine can't just go to waste. I'll have to find somebody who appreciates me.
Well, gee, Patty, I appreciate you.
All right, Rich. I'm going to give you a chance to prove it.
Oh, thanks, Patty. Oh, what do you want me to do?
I want you to come to my house tonight at 7 o'clock.
Yeah?
And I'm going to make you some of my crummy hamburgers.
It's a deal.
Here's Cathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square.
But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike,
They walk alike,
at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind.